I don't know about you, but I often find myself staring into the night sky on a clear evening, and whether it's summer or winter, it can be breathtaking. As a child, I would often wonder how many stars there are, and even to this day, I find the answer to this absolutely mind-blowing. Using the Milky Way as our model, we can multiply the number of stars in a typical galaxy, say 100 billion, by the number of galaxies in the universe, which is approximated at 2 trillion. Our answer is an astounding number. There are approximately 200 billion trillion stars in the universe, or to put it another way, 200 sextillion. And here it is in figures. This number is so big it can be hard to imagine. But try this. It's about 10 times the number of cups of water in all the oceans on Earth. Of the 5,000 or so stars brighter than magnitude 6, which is effectively bright enough to see with the naked eye, only a handful of very faint stars are approximately the same size and brightness of our Sun, and the rest are all bigger and brighter. Of the 500 or so that are brighter than 4th magnitude, which essentially is a very visible star to the unaided eye from an urban location, all are intrinsically bigger and brighter than our Sun, many by a large percentage. Of the brightest 50 stars visible to the human eye from Earth, the least intrinsically bright is Alpha Centauri, the closest star system to Earth at 4.2 light-years away, and Alpha Centauri is still more than 1.5 times more luminous than our Sun. Stars appear to twinkle or scintillate, especially when they are near the horizon of the night sky. The brightest star, Sirius, twinkles, sparkles and flashes so much that sometimes people actually report it as a UFO. But is twinkling really a feature of the stars? The answer to that is almost definitely no, as it is the property of the Earth's turbulent atmosphere that is responsible. As the light from a star passes through the atmosphere, especially when the star appears near the horizon, it must pass through many layers of often rapidly differing density. This has the effect of deflecting the light slightly, like a ball in a pinball machine. The light eventually gets to your eyes, but every deflection causes it to change slightly in colour and intensity. The result is twinkling though, but above the Earth's atmosphere, stars do not twinkle. Books have been written describing black holes as sucking in everything around them, and it is a common concern to the general public that the so far hypothetical mini black holes that may be produced by the Large Hadron Collider would suck in everything around them in an ever-increasing vortex that would eventually consume the Earth. In the case of the Large Hadron Collider, this certainly is not true for several reasons, but black holes in general do not suck. The word suck via suction, as in the way of a vacuum cleaner working, is not how black holes attract matter. In a vacuum cleaner, the fan produces a partial vacuum as lower pressure at the floor end of the vacuum, and the regular air pressure outside, being greater, pushes the air into it, carrying along loose dirt and dust. In the case of black holes, there is no suction involved. Instead, matter is pulled into the black hole by very strong gravitational attraction. People are accustomed to referring to things that are red hot and those that are cool blue, which makes perfect sense given that a red glowing fire poker or fireplace is hot, and ice, especially in glaciers and polar regions, can have a bluish tint. But we tend to say this only because our everyday experience is limited to day-to-day life. In fact, heated objects change colour as their temperature changes. Red actually represents the lowest temperature at which a heated object can glow in visible light. As it gets hotter, the colour changes to white and ultimately to blue. So the red stars you see in the sky are the coolest or least hot, and the blue stars are the hottest. Contrary to what you may hear in television commercials, poems and songs, you cannot see a million stars anywhere. There simply are not enough stars close enough to Earth, or indeed bright enough, to equal 1 million. On an exceptionally clear night with no moon and far away from any source of light pollution, a person with very good eyesight may be able to see 2 to 2,500 stars at any one time, although counting even this small number would be extremely difficult. So, the next time you hear someone claim to have seen a million stars in the sky, just appreciate it as artistic license. Hopefully you have enjoyed this brief presentation, and if you would like us to feature more space-orientated material, please do let us know in the comments. Otherwise, this is the Primate News Channel signing off.